Guys, answer me this, but be truthful when I ask you this question. How many of you deal with shoulder pain? How many of you routinely have upper trap tightness? How many of you have bad posture? And how many of you have your presses, like the bench press and the overhead press, become super weak and stalled out? Now there is one common problem behind all of these. And if you stay all the way to the end of the video, I'm going to explain how to fix it. What's going on, guys? My name is Eric Buikema of the Saiyan Lifestyle, and I make videos like this dedicated to helping you guys build that muscular body that you want. Now, previously in the video, I asked you if you were dealing with any shoulder pain, upper trap tightness, poor posture, or your presses have stalled out. Now, this is a common problem amongst guys, and especially my in-person clients. And like I said, there is one common problem behind all of these. And honestly, the exercise I'm going to show you at the end of the video, I firmly believe should become one of the big lifts. Meaning, we all know about the big lifts, the squat, the bench press, the deadlift, the overhead press. I think this should become one of those big lifts too. If you are not doing it as a big lift already, what are you doing? You need to start doing this one as a big lift from now on, after watching this video. Now, from my experience, personal and working with my in-person clients at the gym that I work at, many of them have these same issues. A lot of them, when I tell them to press their arm overhead, they start having shoulder pain. And they also routinely have upper trap tightness as well. And plus, what does all this have in common? Poor posture, meaning the shoulder is rounding forward. And if you don't know what that means, it's kyphosis. That's the technical term for it. And a lot of them, they really suck at pressing because of this. And I tell them that there's one common problem that is ailing them. And then when I tell them, they kind of think, I'm mad, but I'm not. You see, this muscle has become so weak since we have now a sedentary lifestyle. A lot of us sit forward like this on a desk, hunching our shoulders over, and this muscle group has become super weak as our front muscles, our beach muscles, have become super short and really tense and too powerful. And when I tell them the solution to this, they think that I'm insane. They actually hate it, because most people, when they start doing this, they really suck at doing this exercise. And it's very understandable. We don't really ever use this muscle in our daily lives, and it's playing hell on our shoulders. And doing this exercise is going to help promote your shoulder health, and I guarantee you it'll help bring up your bench, your deadlift, and your squat and overhead press, because this muscle group is heavily involved in the entire movement. Now, when I talk about how most of my guy clients ail from this too, well, a lot of my female clients ail from this too. And I'd say about 97% of the American population also ails from this too. Anyone that has shoulder problems or upper back tightness, they lack this too. They have that one common problem I'm talking about. Now, what is this one common problem that I'm talking about? Well, here's the reason. Your back muscles are too weak and they're long locked. Meaning, since we are hunched over, we have length in our back and it is locked in that long position. And it has gotten really weak over time. And a lot of people, when you make them start exercising their back, they hate it. Why? Because it kind of sucks to exercise your back. Like doing things like vertical pulling, horizontal pulling, things like that. It sucks because they're not strong enough to do most of it. But when you start making them do more back exercises, their shoulder pain and their upper trap tightness and their posture and presses also improve. Now, what is this exercise I want you to do that's going to help you fix all of this? Really simple. And you're going to hate me for saying this, the chin up. Now, a lot of my clients, when I tell them to do this more often, they hate me for saying to do it. Why? Because the chin up, when you're beginning, it sucks. It sucks because you're not good at it. You have a hard time getting like 3 good body weight chin ups in. And you know, it's completely understandable. If you haven't used your back muscles in a while and they become weak, then it's going to suck to do this. And this is also kind of a hard body weight movement too, so a lot of people don't like it because of that as well. Now, how is this exercise going to help you reduce your shoulder pain, your upper back tightness, and improve your pressing movements? So first, with the shoulder pain, You see, the shoulder is meant to sit in that nice comfortable position in the body where it's directly in the middle. That's where it has the most range of motion to move around like it's supposed to. Supposed to move in circumduction and just a whole entire 360-degree range of motion. But when the shoulders are slumped forward, it cuts this motion by like half. So when people try to press overhead, that's where they run into problems. Now the upper back tightness is because, and we have a saying in training, and I learned this too in my certification, tightness is secondary to weakness. You see, when your back is really weak and your shoulders slump forward, it's hard to kind of imagine that, but your traps do start getting really tight and really short because you don't have the back to help balance that out. So once you start getting your back stronger, the upper traps are going to release. And in my own experience, when I started doing more chin-ups in my routine, probably about twice a week minimum, I noticed that my upper traps started to relax quite a bit. And how does this help you with your pressing movements too? Well, the back is highly active in these pressing movements, like an overhead press. How do you keep your shoulder blades back so you don't destroy your shoulders? It is with the mid traps and the lats. Or in the bench press, you're going to use your back to retract your scapula so you can keep that good foundation, that good shelf. And when you're pressing, you gotta keep your scapula back, so that requires a lot of back power too. And also in the squat, I should say this too, just so you don't make sure you don't fall over, you're gonna have to try and force your elbows underneath you, and that requires a lot of back strength too. And I guarantee you this, once you start getting your back stronger from doing the chin up, your big lifts like the squat, overhead press, bench, and deadlift are going to go up too because the back is highly involved in most of them. Now, since most people's back muscles are too weak, which is causing their shoulder pain, upper trap tightness, and their poor posture, I would suggest doing this movement, especially as a beginner when you're trying to get good at it. I know my clients hate me for saying this too, but you're going to have to be doing this at least 2 times a week. I suggest doing it 3 times a week to get really good at it. And why do I suggest doing that? Because over time, when you start adding more and more volume to this lift, you're going to get better at it. Now, I know everyone's not going to be able to do a weighted chin-up, which is why I'm including progressions in this video. If you cannot do a weighted chin-up yet, what do you first start with? An assisted chin-up with a resistance band. All you do is put your foot in the band and pull yourself up with it. Then once you get good at that, do chin-up negatives until you can do at least 10 with good form. Then once you're good at that, move to simple body weight chin-ups. And once you get good at that, you can start adding in weighted chin-ups. And I guarantee you, once you're able to move to the point where you can do body weight chin-ups, if you couldn't do them before, your pressing motions, your pressing movements are going to skyrocket. At least in my experience, my pressing movements, when I started getting my back stronger and started focusing more on the chin-up, they started going up too. And this is another reason why I believe the chin-up should be added into your routine, become one of the big lifts, because it has so much carryover to all these other big lifts. I would not consider it an accessory, although it kind of is considered an accessory. I would consider this one of the big movements. And besides just helping your presses go up, this is also going to add a level of aesthetics to your body too, because every guy that lifts, he looks great with a big back. And the chin up, when you start doing it more often, I've also noticed too in my training, my back has gotten bigger too as well. So even though I know the chin up really sucks to do in your workout, I do not think that you should be avoiding it for that very reason. All the reasons I have said before in the video. 1, it's going to help reduce your shoulder pain. 2, it's going to help reduce your upper back tightness. 3, it's going to help with your posture. 4, it will help with your pressing movements and your big lifts. And 5, it adds that level of aesthetics to it. And trust me, any guy looks more manly when he has a big back. Now guys, if you have any more questions for me regarding this topic of building a muscular body, then please go join my Facebook group and ask me that question. I'll get to it as fast as possible. Now if you do like videos like this, hit me with one of these here. And if you have any topics you want me to cover in the future, let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you want more content like this and want to know how to build that muscular body that you so desire, subscribe for more content coming soon. And before I let go of this video, I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching it thank you for watching it so far if you made it to this point. And also, if you like my content, I am offering one-on-one mentoring. I'm offering one-on-one mentoring. All you need to do to get into this is to just simply go to my Instagram and hit me up with my DMs. And also turn on post notifications. Now, I will see you all in the next video. Stay